It is time to pass the torch. Donald Trump passed the torch to Joe Biden. Chief Biden, new chief. Now it is time for Tom Brady to pass the torch to Patrick Mahomes in the Kansas City Chiefs. This is one of the top riddles for the Super Bowl. The police will put an end to the looters. A black quarterback wins. Nothing changes under Joe Biden. You see this? Pass the torch has gematria of 152 and 53. This is the same gematria of Pennsylvania where Joe Biden is from. And after Pennsylvania was announced going to Joe Biden, the election was practically over. Joe Biden had all necessary electoral votes to win the election. Pass the torch and Pennsylvania both have the same gematria as Patrick Mahomes. New Chief Biden takes the torch. New chief of the NFL on the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes takes the torch from Tom Brady. 6 titles for Brady, 2 for Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes has gematria of 62. Tampa Bay Buccaneers has gematria of 62. Bill Belichick is one of the biggest winners of the Super Bowl. Eric Church was raised over at Nashville. Bill Belichick is a winner. 6 titles for Brady, 2 for Patrick Mahomes. Bruce Arians is no Bill Belichick. It is because he has a 12-3 life path. He failed to win the Super Bowl. The black quarterback wins, the gematria of Floyd, and this is a Freemason game. Where in Tom Brady's 45th postseason game, one team's going to go for the three-peat. It is certainly not the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady will be 6-4 in the Super Bowl. The torch will be passed for title number 28 in the Super Bowl for the AFC. Chosen as gematria of 64 and 28. Zion as gematria of 64 and 28. Just think a second that the Jews, the real Jews, were black. They were of dark color because they lived over to the right-hand side of the Mediterranean, over at the Middle East. Kansas City Chiefs and Joe Biden have gematria of 64. This is why everybody in this so-called truth community was absolutely 100% wrong about Donald Trump winning the election. They were completely wrong. It's because they don't know anything about current events and they have no idea what real numerology is. Because Trump was inaugurated on a 4-day. That was the biggest proof yet. Didn't matter if inauguration day was an 8-day, because Trump's inauguration was on a 4-day numerology. This is how you know Biden and Harris are going to be in power for 8 years. Tom Brady, 6-4 in the Super Bowl. This is all completely coded together to reinforce the passing of the torch. New Orleans Saints, who Tom Brady played as gematria of 64. The New York Giants are going to be a big reason why Tom Brady is 6-4 in the Super Bowl after losing to the Kansas City Chiefs. Now in gematria, it is, when I type in Kansas City Chiefs, it is the Kansas City Chiefs as gematria of 79. If you know gematria, you know that the Chiefs are going to end the year with a 17-2 record. If you know real numerology, Tom Brady's 12 life path, Bruce Arians has a 12 life path. He loses playoff game number 12 because time is represented by the number 12. 24 hours in a day with 2 sets of 12-hour intervals. It is time to pass the torch. Yes, it is time to pass the torch over to Patrick Mahomes. The time is up. The amount of time from Joe Biden's victory to February the 7th is a time span of 79 days. Joe Biden's birthday, I should say, is a time span of 79 days. That's the gematria of the Kansas City Chiefs. That's the gematria of Tampa Bay. The new chief, Biden, is represented by the Super Bowl championship. Notice how Joe Biden won as gematria of 116. November the 6th was the day that he was announced as the winner. 3 months and a day later, Tom Brady's 3-1 in the playoffs with Tampa Bay. Kansas City is 3-1 in the Super Bowl. Well, that is the gematria of the GOAT. the actual inauguration itself in 2021 for your president, Joseph Biden. 18 days later, it's the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes is 18 years younger than Tom Brady. As stated in my Garrett Reid video, he would win his 18th postseason game in the Super Bowl. I'm talking about Andy Reid. Andy Reid. Find out that Jamacha of Garrett Reid is also a Jamacha of 62, and his death date was 6 months and 2 days before the Super Bowl. But nope, no deaths connecting to Tampa Bay at all. This is where the real research is. 6 is a satanic number, and I think you all just got played because Cristiano Ronaldo's 7 is the real 7.